Well, I have some good news and I have some bad news, okay? But you have won. The drawing was about 20 minutes ago. It was all automatic. And, man, so congratulations. All right, before we get into the winner here, let me talk to you about what exactly this whole thing is. So I'm moving to Thailand next month to get on my brand new boat. Well, let me back up before that. I own this boat. It's a 1989 CT56. I owned it from 2019 until about 2021. I sold it. Had some issues with it, but whatever, sold it. When my boat build was delayed in Thailand, I needed something to go cruise on, and it was coming back on the market. So I bought the boat, and because I thought it'd be kind of a nostalgia thing to have on the channel, and it was a cool old boat, and I really loved this boat. I really enjoyed being on it. I thought about, should I keep the boat? Should I keep it up in, somewhere like up north, and that can be my summertime boat, and then I've got in Thailand. But you know what? That boat would just sit there and it would rot away and it would lose value, and it's a depreciating asset. Actually, that's not true. It's actually appreciating. It's old enough now, it's appreciating. But I decided to sell it. I didn't want to sit there and have the holding costs on it and all that, and then I would probably almost never use it. So you may be familiar with the channel Spirit Animal, so Raff is a friend of mine there. He raffled off his old boat and he did pretty successful with it, so it got me thinking maybe I could do a prize giveaway, something like that, with the 1989 CT56, Naughty Dogs. So I found a company that handles all that stuff. They take 10% of the gross, so that's right out the bat, but they handle all the legal stuff and everything. They allow for free entries. There were several hundred free entries, so people that do it, that you didn't have to pay to enter, you could do it for free. And the drawing lasted about 4 months. Now there are a couple rules in the drawing there. Obviously you have the free entry and all that, and then there were bonus tickets. If you bought so many, you got free tickets, all that stuff. But I did set a reserve on it because I think the value of the boat is around $200,000. I bought it slightly less than that from the previous owner, but I did a lot of upgrades to it and got a new dinghy motor and dinghy and the center console and all that. So I increased the value of it, I think, to around $200,000. So I put a reserve on the boat for that much. So even if it did meet the reserve on that, so say it did raise $200,000, then I would have still had to pay 10% to the raffle company. So I would have only netted like 180, which is maybe what the boat is worth. So that was kind of the whole thing going on. Unfortunately, it did not reach the reserve. It got a little over halfway, just barely over halfway, a few percentage over halfway. So the way the reserve system works is that we still have a drawing, even though it didn't meet the reserve. That was a couple days ago, and someone did win. We'll get you all that information in a minute. And what they win is 50% of the gross. That ended up being right at around $53,000. So the winner of the drawing won $53,000. So let's get his reaction to winning, but then there's a twist, wait for it after that, at the end of that, because he may still end up walking away with his boat. All right, so as you know, I decided to have a raffle to raffle off my CT56. Pretty exciting stuff there, and the drawing was today. So the raffle was done automatically. I got to get his permission to be able to use his, talk to him, so I'll get him and then I'll get him on speakerphone. All right, so I've got Isaac here on speakerphone. Say hello, Isaac.
Hi, everyone.
All right. Well, I have some good news and I have some bad news. Okay. So, there was a reserve on the boat, right? So I put the reserve on the raffle. So you bought a raffle tickets, right? You did?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So there was a reserve on the raffle to the value of the boat. It didn't reach that because I just wanted to protect myself from losing too much money on that. But you still won the raffle. And just a quick math right here, because it's got to be converted from pounds because that's how they do it. But you have won $53,000.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So that'll be a nice down payment on a new boat that you want.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Have you?
That's amazing.
Yeah. So the drawing was about 20 minutes ago. It was all automatic, man. So congratulations.
Awesome, man. So does this mean you're gonna sell the boat, or what are you gonna do with it?
Yeah. No. Okay. So we can talk about that too. If you're interested in buying the boat, I would definitely reduce the price of the boat, considering what you've just all the winnings and all that. If you're interested in doing that.
Yeah. What are you thinking? Just back of the envelope, maybe.
Well,
damn, it's a lot of boat for that.
Yeah, it is.
The only issue is I'm in San Diego, so I gotta figure out how to get it around.
Oh well, yeah, that's a long way to go. Well, it's not. That'd be a fun trip though. It's in.
I know.
Well, that would be a long way to go though, because it's in the Chesapeake. So
yeah.
That would be.
Yeah, I was thinking about just getting it down to the Bahamas or something down there for now.
Right.
Interesting. So that's the options versus just taking the 53, and that's before taxes, I'm guessing. Well,
Yeah.
when do you need to know? I guess what would be the time frame before pull the trigger?
I'm open. Really. I mean, I was just gonna put the boat up for sale. So like, I mean, there's no real rush really.
Nice. So I don't need that much time. Honestly,
Okay.
I just need to talk it over with the wife quick and
Okay.
double check.
Yeah.
And run her by her. And then what's a good way to reach you, I guess, afterwards? Hey, man, really nice to talk to you. This is a really fun experience.
Cool.
I also got my brother in on it, and so he's the one who called me right before you called me.
Yeah.
We've both been subscribers for a long time, so your channel's a lot of fun.
Cool.
Well, I'm sad the reserve didn't get met. That would be even more exciting, but that's all right. This is what happens.
Cool, man. All right. Well, congratulations either way. Let me know what you want to do, and however I can help you out for it, that'd be great.
Hell yeah. Thanks, Bobby. We'll talk soon.
All right, man. All right, bye. All right, so congratulations to Isaac there. Really nice guy. I know he's excited about it. So what I did is I offered him a way to still have the boat. I said, look, you're getting the $53,000. I will give you credit for that, plus then the money I personally raised from the raffle, and then you can buy the boat. He'd end up paying about half of what the value of the boat is, slightly less than that actually. Like I said, I figured I would walk away with 180 from the whole thing. If he buys the boat, he's got to come up with about half of that to buy the boat, and then there you go. So he's only paying half of a boat that's pretty nice and ready to go cruising around the world. So he's talking to his wife about it. He said he'd let me know in a few days. I think he definitely would like to do that and keep the boat. He's got to clear that with his wife to make sure, I mean, you got a happy wife, happy life. Happy life, right, guys? All right, there you have it. Naughty Dogs, hopefully going to its new home soon with Isaac. If he decides to take the cash and not the boat, I am gonna put the boat up for sale, and I am going to give credit for what I've already earned in this whole thing. So I'm gonna lower the price of the boat by my earnings on that. So that way it's kind of fair for everybody. So if you would like to buy the boat, stay tuned. If Isaac decides not to buy the boat, I will definitely make a video and let you guys know about it. And you can get the boat at a pretty good discount, probably about 20-25% off what it would go for normally. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. So the next video, we'll be back to the St. Martin series and then headed to Thailand to get on my brand new catamaran. I just made a podcast about it, and you can get more information about that. There'll be a card popping up there. All right, guys, we'll see you.